It's Friday night.
Woo! Yo,
yes,
yeah.
sir.
Yes. What's up, everybody?
Going on?
Welcome to the NLG show. I'm gonna kick this one off this week, if you don't mind, Peter, just because.
No, go ahead.
So, well, we're but let me be very, very, very clear. You'll be hosting this show again because it was flipping awesome the last couple of times you've done it. So.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, but I wanted to do it because I hadn't done it in a couple weeks. So.
I'm going to get out of practice.
Yes, I don't want to get out of practice. And Niall's here. He's here at the beginning of the show, so there we go. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the original Next Level Gaming, the NLG show. We are live, episode 127. Ooh. And it's going to be a great show. We have a lot to talk about, and we have, of course, one of our favorite guests, one of our good friends, Rick Lagnese from Warhorse Studios, over on my left, your right, I think, however it plays out. And it's going to be a great, great show. Before we get to Rick and before we get to the introductions and everybody else, if you saw it today on Twitter and you're seeing it now, I wanted to make a couple of quick announcements. As you guys saw this morning, Juan has stepped down. He is going off to pursue some things and take a little break from the from this kind of thing. And we want to, seriously, on behalf of Peter and me and NLG and everybody, we want to thank him so much for everything he has given us. He's had some unbelievable content. His retro recommendations were second to none, and not many people know more about the retro scene than he does. So, we wish him every bit of the best, every bit. Now, introducing our newest member of Next Level Gaming. It is an honor, privilege to introduce Mr. Chris Williams, Fastback 6768, the fast man himself. Welcome, brother.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very much. It's a big fan of the show. Been a bit supporter for a long time, and I love you guys. You guys are my gaming brothers. Definitely miss Juan and Nate. And need to get back to do some gaming with them. And I'm not here to replace Juan. No way you can replace retro recommendations.
Not at
all. But hopefully he'll be bringing some of that out on YouTube and be there to support them and play some more CFDs and whatever else with them. So yeah, glad to be here with you guys, especially here with Rick. Been a while.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Good to be on. Pumped. Always pumped with you guys. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And looking, it's times change. It's been a couple of years, and it's always good because we'll soldier on, and I think everything will be great. We'll stand strong.
Yeah, NLG's been through this before.
Yep.
We got a lot of friends and supporters, so sometimes people just need a break.
Absolutely.
So, there's always someone else to come in, step in, and have fun.
Yeah. And so, Peter, how are you this fine week, sir?
It's Friday, right?
It is Friday.
And the show and some gaming afterwards.
Yes.
We're rocking.
Yeah. So I will, just so everybody knows, it does not mean the show is going back to 4 hours long. So nobody has to be.
Well, we don't know, though. Mike is now the
Are you saying that because
host, so you don't know? He has the stopwatch. So.
Are you saying that because WDFC it lasts for about 2 hours too? Are we trying to add that too?
Yeah, no. So, and I don't know about you, but I can't accommodate 8 people across the screen either. So you guys are. Trying to think what it was like. It's like a sorority, a fraternity house every week.
Yes, yeah, and there's definitely beer.
Yes.
Cool.
So, well, welcome, and Peter, another week in the books, and here we are.
Yep. Here we are.
So, how's your week been?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Good crazy, but it's always crazy. Got some gaming in, of course. Some sailing, Sea of Thieves. What else, right? Little bit of crew too.
Yes, you actually played.
Kind of my if I'm not sailing, then it's like the crew. It's like easy to pick up and do a couple of races, and it's good.
You know what? Maybe next week after you've gotten some more time in it, maybe a little mini.
Yeah, sure.
So, because I know you got one. I know you got one this week, and yeah. So
we happy few. So we'll talk about it about it in a little bit.
We happy few minutes.
Yeah, be happy few minutes. Need to find my pills. A little bit of joy.
There you go. So, Mr. Lagnese, how are things up there in the great mid Atlantic?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, man. Been really busy for us with Warhorse as always, and it's been a great summer for me too, man. With the family and everything, and the apple trees are doing pretty decent. Last year, not so good, so that's great. Got some chickens over the summer, man, rocking and rolling. You know what I mean? So
are those gold chickens, black chickens, red speckled chickens, or what else do we have?
They're varied, man, and now we got names for them and all this. They're not pets, okay? You might have to, you know what I mean? But anyways, no, things are going good, and like I said, now it's very exciting times. Always love showing off new content for Kingdom Come Deliverance, and at the same time, been able to get a little bit of gaming in myself, my own time, and so a lot of good stuff going on.
Awesome,
nice. Pete, since Rick hasn't played Sea of Thieves in a while,
true.
The skeleton ships would be right up his alley,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because he's always the one where we're going, hey, you want to be friends with these guys? No. Destroy the skeleton ships you can't make friends with. Yeah, well, skeleton ships you can't make friends with. Trust me.
No.
So we got to get him in on one of those cursed sails.
Absolutely. I'll jump right off ship. Do whatever. Just tell me what to do. As long as I can kill somebody.
Yeah, and I believe they stay in the game, kind of like the Megalodon, and so after this event is over, the cursed sails, then it's going to be good.
So how's that going to work? Are they just going to pop up randomly?
It just I don't know if it's going to be like a skeleton fort or they just pop up randomly. I don't know. But anytime you can fight those, it's you succeed, you feel victorious.
I heard that you can use the crying chest to help you sink those ships.
I bet. I bet because we've been throwing buckets with water on the ships and help them sink too. So crying chest will definitely do too. It's actually a good idea.
And then the gunpowder barrels.
Yeah.
No, because who was it? Was it one of you guys that was telling me they'll bail water but they won't repair?
No, they'll repair but don't
bail. Right. Okay. So. That's I remember. I think is Jack in the room? We tried it last night, and just 2 men on a brigantine doesn't do it.
No,
you need more.
You need the crying chest if you do 2 men.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that they need to do in this game is they need to be able to. If you're going to do alliances, you need to be able to hook up. If we're all in a party, let's say there's 8 of us in a party, we should be able to grab 2 galleons, be in the same, and get into the same server, and be able to start the game together.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Mm-hmm. That's one of the big complaints that a lot of people they're tired of trying to be forced to alliance with other people, and it'd be nice if you can get people and be on the same server and do that,
and invite them into your world.
Yes.
But the thing is, like, you have to be cautious that people are not like ganging up on others by.
True. I mean, they could try to limit.
Yeah.
Maybe somewhat. Maybe a galleon and a brigantine and a galleon or
something.
A sloop, something. Not too.
Or maybe like completely private.
Yeah.
Servers.
Yeah.
That would be cool. And if you had more than the Siberia, hey, I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, if you've got enough people, you just overflow to 2 boats. That's all.
Yeah.
No.
And it would also be nice if you could trade up your boat or downsize at a shipwright. You know, sometimes we start a brigantine and it's like, hey, there any space left? Sorry. You know.
Right.
But you don't want to start a brigantine if you only have 2 players, because it's going to be, you know, it's going to be become a chore.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that's what Jack's saying. Need to be able to set up fleets. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Because then we get Rick in, and he could be, you know, Rick could get his warhorse buddies to take a galleon and come out with us.
Warhorse?
Yeah, did any of those
You actually
guys,
have a figurehead of a horse.
Did any of
There
those
you go.
other guys play Sea of Thieves? Do you know?
I don't think so. No. I mean, it's a good game. Don't get me wrong, but
They can't just play their own game all the time.
no. But they're, I don't know, man. I think CFDs is I don't know. I did really like it when I played it, but I think a lot of us were like, yeah, it was cool, but I don't know. There's so many games I move on, but then you got some other content coming out, and I still got these other games I'm playing. It's like I was a little disappointed that they didn't. I just didn't care to keep shooting skeletons over and over again. You know what I mean? But Sailing the Seas was great. I guess that for me, I just wanted a little more meteor, and I think that's what a lot of the guys at the studio think too. Just not a bad game. It's a game you can always jump into. I really can't complain. I'm just saying I didn't feel like staying around, and I can see why some of the other guys never even got into it, but
All right, so we need to get you in. We need to get you on one night.
I will do that.
And we need to get you in when there's a because the skeleton ships, it ain't just one. They come in waves.
They come in waves. It starts with 1, and then they come in pairs.
Okay.
And then you finally have one with a captain on there. So yeah, those are awesome.
Yeah, they kind of are. So,
and they have different cannonballs with curses on it. So one of them is like, snake balls or venom balls. So you get hit and basically you got snake bitten.
Right.
So you can't see well and takes off health. There's some other ones where you like fall asleep.
Yeah.
I had a great picture of one of those. It's like we're like boating, fighting, and then all of a sudden like we're all like laying on top of the deck asleep. And you have to watch out that you don't sink. Don't sink before you wake up.
Right, because then you're going down there too. So, by the way, for those who are watching, there's still something going on with Twitch and the way this is the second time in a row now I'm having trouble with the name of the Twitch stream. I'm not actually playing Fee, which, by the way, I was happy to try out because it got into EA Access, and I streamed it the other day, and I underimpressed. I was expecting. I don't know if I was expecting something else. I don't know if it was trying to be something else. I don't know if it was trying to be like a 3-dimensional version of Ori, but I ended up not getting into it like I thought I would. And it's kind of disappointing. I don't know if I'm going to try it again. Because as Rick says, there's too many damn games.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
I mean, before the show, I checked my Steam library, and how many did I say? 160 some. And it's like, that's Steam. I haven't even talked about Xbox, where like 600
and
plus.
PlayStation.
And then PlayStation.
Switch.
I don't know. Yeah. I have the least amount of games on my Switch. But,
do you even still play your Switch?
not really. Not really.
All right.
I'm kind of excited about their, that subscription for $20 a year because you get some retro games like Donkey Kong and stuff. It's like, you can quickly pick that up and play a couple of rounds. So that might be worth it for me.
It would just be nice if you didn't have to use your cell phone to chat.
Yeah, true.
You
I mean,
know,
that's
otherwise known as just making a call.
exactly. Although, aren't you playing Fortnite on those nowadays? So, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Pocket Fortnite.
Niall says, stop buying games and play your backlog. We are. That's the problem.
Well, the thing is, yeah. We always play backlog.
Yeah.
It's never gonna end. So.
No.
The backlog is real, and I'd like to bring that back when we have some time, and the only game Peter's not playing is Sea of Thieves. I would like to bring back the backlog segment because there's some things in there that I think we very much forget about that are good games that just suffer because of other games.
That's true.
I mean, look at Game Pass. That's backlog, right? We kind of decided that the other day. So there you go, 100 plus games right there, right off the bat.
Right.
Damn.
And stuff that's in there that I've played, and Sea of Thieves is in there, and Forza Horizon's coming in there. I have been bugging you this week to play Vermintide.
I know. I was going to get back to that too.
All right, so that's
we should play that.
That's our plan.
Yeah. And that started at the beginning though, because I think we've played like random quest, and then
Yeah.
the difficulty is a little bit high because you're not leveled up yet.
But I enjoyed it though. I had fun. So if
it's good.
You show me the correct way to play it, and I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
And then there's other games in the Game Pass that are just really solid. Laser League and stuff like that. Which
what's the other Fastback? Weren't you playing like Bomberman?
I played
Bomber Crew.
Quite a bit of that.
Bomber Crew.
Yes,
yeah,
that's a cool.
So
little game.
I want to
Challenging.
check that one out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Rick. You still have Game Pass, right?
If you're talking to me, I'm sorry. I was distracted. I will admit. Yes, I do have Game Pass. That's another. That's another.
He was looking at his backlog.
Yeah.
I think I have so many games, and then I have this. I keep downloading games on Game Pass, and my Xbox memory was like I couldn't download For Honor because I'm like, oh no, I have so many games. It's out of control.
Well, it's going to get worse because the like I said, Forza Horizon 4, is coming, and as Jack just put, one of the things that we found out from Gamescom this week is if you've never played the Halo Chief Master Collection or any of the previous Halos, September 1, that's this coming Saturday, not tomorrow, but the following Saturday.
That's awesome. Good news there.
Also on my radar is Strange Brigade 2.
Yep, Strange Brigade 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's coming up. I mean,
Shadow Tomb Raider.
So I've had to make a choice between those two because I don't have disposable income and I don't have like Frankie money. So I can't buy every game 3 times.
Mr. Double Dipper.
Yeah. So I've had to make a choice, and I'm actually gonna start with Spider-Man. I'm
can't complain about that.
No, it means Shadow of the Tomb Raider's gotta wait for a minute. But
I think I'm gonna do the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Then what we'll
so then on Black Friday you get
Shadow right
half off, and I get Spider-Man. No, it's not going to be half off,
No, but you'll get it on a good
I'll
sale.
get it on sale. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, and the chat room can help me out. I'm using, you can see the microphone I bought. I don't know how loud or soft I am, so if anybody can let me know if they're having trouble hearing me or not, that'd be great. I can adjust my microphone. So I have no idea.
You've seen your lips move the whole time, but
my wife says that means I'm lying.
Yeah. One night said your audio is good.
All right, excellent. Level across everyone. Excellent. So that's what we could do is the 3 of us, we could get together on these games. And so what are you getting first, Chris?
I'm looking at Strange Brigade, but when it comes to Spider-Man and I'll probably do Shadow Tomb Raider, and I'm kind of hoping. We've heard the rumor that it might go on Game Pass.
Well, if it does, then I'm gold. I'm golden.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then it's a no-brainer. It makes Spider-Man even easier to get.
Yeah.
So
anyone getting Red Dead?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So
That's
you got
I pre-ordered Red Dead because they had a thing like if you order before the 18th, you get a treasure map. And it's like, ooh, treasure.
Yeah. And then I think if you something you do in GTA 5 because Witty did it. If you kill another player like 25 times, you get an axe, like a tomahawk or something like that, that you can use in Red Dead Redemption 2. So, but besides Forza Horizon 4, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Fallout 76. I'm not, I like Battlefield 5, but I think I'll wait a little bit. You got to pick and choose, so there's no way we can play all these things.
I might get Battlefield 5 because it's
it
has a scene like in Rotterdam, in my home country.
Oh
so, it's like close to home.
The thing about that though is EA Access.
True.
I can wait.
Yeah, you can always wait.
I can always wait.
That's a good point. I'd go with Spider-Man. I probably won't get. I won't have. Just add another game to the backlog. But if I had to choose, I would go with Spider-Man. I think that looks pretty wild.
Yeah, it's a cool looking game.
Wow, there are too many games.
There are.
I know.
I know. No.
Al doesn't know what Red Dead is. Red Dead Redemption. Dude.
He knows.
He's young.
Right.
I don't think he was born when the last one came out.
It's very it's very possible.
Rated M for mature, so that's why.
Well, I'll tell you what. What I was thinking of doing was because I had never played, to believe it or not, as much as the multiplayer of Red Dead I played. I never played the actual story campaign.
Oh wow!
My goodness,
I didn't. I didn't. So perhaps
you need to sign off immediately and stop playing it.
So what I'm thinking is, as a lead-in to Red Dead 2 coming out, maybe I'll do some streaming of Red Dead.
You should,
because it's also it's backward compatible. Did they X-enhance it or not?
It looks better.
Okay.
I don't know if they enhanced it, but you get, the way they do it is like when you're far away, they still use the higher textures, so everything looks crisp.
Okay.
So it's more the trickery in the BC than an actual that they touched it.
Trickery. I like it. Trickery.
Yeah.
All right, so I might do that. So, so let's start getting into some stuff. Actually, what have you been playing, Rick? Did I ask you?
No, you didn't. Thanks.
I didn't. Damn it! What have you been playing, Rick?
Pretty boring gamer these days, but apart from messing around with my own game, I've been actually playing Dead Space 3, which I have been having a great time with one of my local friends, and when you play that baby on impossible mode, I never thought I would actually like Dead Space in co-op. I don't like playing survival horrors with someone else. I want the lights off. I like the immersion for me, and that hard as possible, leave me alone. But Dead Space does it right with co-op, and I know it's free now. You know what I mean, on the backwards compatible. So I'm playing that. Still playing Wildlands here and there. I love Ghost Recon. I'll probably never get bored of Wildlands. They keep adding content, so we all got to get in on that.
Yeah, and we got to get back to Advanced Warfighter.
Yep, we got to do that.
I picked up part 2.
Oh yeah, part 2.
Is it BC or not yet?
Not yet.
It's a matter of time.
Just in case.
That is a matter of time.
Just in case.
And you know what? Sometimes I play a little arcade game here or there. I don't even know how to pronounce it. What's that? It's like Shadows of the Colossus. It's an indie game. Starts with a J. I just picked up for like $6 on Joutron. Is that right?
Jotun?
However you pronounce it. Yeah, that's got to be the Viking one. We play as like
Jotun, and as Peter is laughing for a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like that.
Do me a favor. The next time you talk to Frankie, call it Jotun.
Jotun. Okay. Okay. So yeah, then the only other thing I've been doing is all my kids. Well, 4 out of the 5 kids all have their own playthrough with Breath of the Wild, and so I'm actually like jumping in sometimes and helping them out because my son still can't read yet. He's really young. He's going into kindergarten.
Oh.
But, yeah, we let him play like for about 20 minutes at a time, and he's having a good time with Zelda. So Breath of the Wild, breaking him in to a good game.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
All right. Well, I brought the Kingdom Come Deliverance picture up for you, so that you could give us the latest scoop on your game.
Sure.
And let us know what's going on in the world of Kingdom Come.
Yeah. So it's funny with that screen. They keep on saying, Rick, because that's our YouTube. That's our like theme picture or whatever, and we are still trying to figure out how to get that updated on YouTube. We don't even know how. So we're actually working on that to get it more like with the box art of the game. You know what I mean? But it's just funny. Every time I see that, I'm like, I have work to do. So I got to figure out lots of it. Anyway, so you guys know we had a roadmap released, a few months back, and by now the hardcore mode's come out, which has just been awesome. I've been hearing so many good things about hardcore mode. And then obviously you have From the Ashes DLC, which actually works really good on a first playthrough, or if you haven't beat Run yet. And in fact, if you've beaten the game, or if you've passed the point where you fought Run, you can still play it. And then, that's actually sold really well. And now, we're talking about the bold adventures of Sir Hans Capon, the bold amorous adventures of Sir Hans. It's like, say it 5 times really fast,
Yeah.
kind of thing. And the amorous adventures of bold Sir Hans Capon. That's what it is. So, that'll be coming out soon along with tournament mode. And, we showed off a little brief.
Wait, whoa, tournament mode?
Yeah, well, I should say tournament. Maybe not mode, but tournament. And it's still, nevertheless, in the beta of Kingdom Come Deliverance, you were able to, like, choose a weapon and armor of your choice and kind of, like, train in an arena. And people were wondering if you're going to be able to have that again. It was in Merhoyed, the Merhoyed camp. And we showed it off in Rataya as well. And now what's kind of neat is that you'll have the opportunity to actually train, but not only just train, you'll be able to compete, and there'll be some unique armor and weapons if you win. What's also really neat is that it's more about your skill. It's all about your skill, because your opponent, and again, single player, just to get that out there, just in case there are any questions, but about that. But yeah, so your opponent will choose the armor and weapons, whatever, and you will. So there's nothing unfair there. It's just more about your skill. But we really like too that there's actually some quests that go along with the tournament. So it might affect like who wins or how you win or something without trying to give anything away. You know what I mean? So anything we do in our game, there's always something that affects this person or that person, and you get to choose. Or maybe you want to, forfeit in a fight or lose on purpose, but try to sell the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that with that? So, because, what if you betting, well, never mind. I don't want to keep going. I don't want to give anything away. So,
damn it. We almost had him, guys.
Yeah.
But, and then whoever's played Kingdom Come Deliverance, most people have heard of the great Hans Capon. And, of course, because he's in the beginning, right? Do you remember when you're like, he's a real big douche because he's eventually going to run Ratai pretty much. And he's just a spoiled, teenage brat. And you go hunting with him, and he pretty much makes you walk, while he's on his horse. And, he just in the beginning of the game, he's no respect you. But, as you progress through the game, you start to see a relationship build with him and Henry. And it gets a little more serious as it goes on, but there's also a lot of humor, right? So with the Sir Hans Capon DLC, there's going to be some romance, if you will. He falls in love, but for real this time, if you will. Some true love, right? And you have to kind of help him, and he wants to woo over his fair love, which is Carolina, and you actually have to get some things for him, or I shouldn't say get some things for him. Well, you kind of do, but you also need to sneak into her room and give her a love letter from Sir Hans and some other things. But one of the things that he really wants to give her is this necklace. It's Hans Capon's grandmother's necklace, and he lost it. Well, he lost it, lost it, and through gambling and some stupid stuff and dice, and you need to get it back. So we have a quest that's called Game of Throws, and you'll actually have to, choose if you want to roll dice and get this necklace back. Which, by the way, the necklace that was lost, the guy who won it was then killed and stabbed. So, you're trying to have this luck of being able to retrieve it and trying to find it, and then there's 4 or 5 different ways you can choose to get this necklace back to woo over his hopefully soon to be love. And there's a lot of humor and some little adventure you have with Hans Capon. And this DLC, you maybe can get up to 10 to 15 hours in maybe. Wow. So, and that's not counting the tournament. So, tournament will be great for all players because you'll be able to really test your skills. And if you're new to the game, what's great about tournament, going back to tournament, of course, is that you can level up when you train in Kingdom Come, right? So that'll be great for people who just get the game or finish the game, and that's what we try and do with our DLC. Is that no matter where you're at in the game, you can still play the DLC. It's not just going to feel necessarily tacked on. And same thing with tournament, is you can give yourself a real big serious challenge if you beat the game and want to put all your skills to the test. So
nice.
Yeah, that sounds great because it's cool that besides just the the fist fights and then the archery contest that you can do, now I'm glad that we can do the sword fighting and the other stuff. So yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
You need to add jousting.
Yeah, I've heard that. Heard a couple of them. But that'll be releasing soon. We don't have a release date yet, but very, very soon.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm always up for sneaking in people's rooms. So
yeah, it's
I did a lot of that.
Something else, yeah.
Yeah.
I still need to finish the main story. So.
As do I.
Understand.
Too many games.
Too many games.
And Sea of Thieves.
It's gonna become It's gonna become a. It's gonna become a backlog title soon, Rick. Sorry.
It already is for you. I get it. It already is, Mike.
So, well, I've always wanted to. If I go back to it, I'm gonna start from scratch because I want to try some new things.
Yeah, I understand.
I want to. There's some things that as far as I've gotten, that I want to kind of maybe try something different. Like maybe I want to throw poo at the house.
What? You didn't throw poo?
I
at
did
the house?
not. I was a good guy. And then when I saw them later on in town, I was like, kind of dickish to them. So, they're like, well, I'm not gonna help you now. And then that was that. So, I
think on the Xbox I did the poo on the house, and I think on the Steam version I did not.
Soup coop and throw it in.
Yep, he didn't.
I did.
So, yeah. So I just want. And we said this when the game came out. That was one of the cool things about Kingdom Come Deliverance is you could start over without feeling like you've lost your entire way. You don't have to feel like, oh my God, if I start over, I'm just gonna lose everything. I don't feel that way.
Yeah.
And so it won't be that bad for me to do it.
No.
So.
Yeah, plus what was cool too is like when I first started, like me and Coop and HK and we all started about the same time. It's like we all kind of experienced something a little bit different because the choices you can make. So thought
Yeah, I
that
mean
was
that's right. I mean that's great. You know, you can solve the problem many different ways.
yeah.
Like at the beginning when you had to get the hammer and the nails back and all the other stuff. It's like many ways you can do that. I mean that's just great.
Yeah, we one time were at an event at PAX, and someone was talking about a particular mission they were working on. And then this other guy came over and started, another fan came over and started saying how he did it. And then another guy jumped in and said how he did it. And they were all comparing notes, and it's just hard to find that today where you can talk about a mission and have all these different ways and have a nice, fun conversation based on what the choice you made. And so, yeah, it's pretty cool. And the DLC you'll see that too. And so
Nice.
we love that, the choice part of it. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very much so. All right. Let's move to... So, I had totally forgotten, because I typically don't care much about this in the hardware realm, but it is NPD time. And this one was really interesting. I'm only bringing up the Switch here because the Switch was the best-selling handheld that docks of the month. And normally I wouldn't necessarily care about what hardware does well, but it did it on the back of a game that you wouldn't have expected.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring up the software list because that's really what we want to talk about. It's what we go through every month. So, Lord Cognito, salute the Lords of the Realm. Man, it's great. We have both him and
Batsu.
Yeah, I can't. I don't even try to pronounce his name. Thank you.
Plus, a quick shout out to a lot of the other guys: Siberia, Sopsky, and Stinking Corpse. And
we got a
thank you.
We got a
Appreciate
rockin'
everybody.
chat room tonight. These guys, and we say this all the time. The four of us, we could go into a Xbox party and talk to each other. We're here for these guys. We're here because they're here. We get a chance to chop it up with these guys in the chat room, and they get a chance to be part of our show, and we get I love that. Kibatsu, very good, Chris, very good. I don't even try because sometimes I can't even say Uncharted correctly, so so I don't even try. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up because that's we do this for them. That's why we're here. It's good to see you guys and Cognito and man, I mean Sobsky's in there, Siberia. I haven't seen him in a while, and it's just great, and we're glad that you're here. So
and that guy One-Eyed Jack too.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk. I'm hoping he's still interested. We're gonna talk about him possibly coming on as helping me with the streaming side of the channel because one of the other things that we want to do is kind of bring up the gameplay streaming and things like that. And I know Coop has he's done some great streams for us too, and I want to see about getting him back in and try to get that part of it going. So Rick, if you ever want to stream, man, I got a channel for you. You can stream the hell out of Kingdom Come Deliverance all day long.
Yeah, I got to start doing that eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be a great. If that game had, and maybe Kingdom Come 2 will have co-op. Just saying. That happens. You got a whole clan here. We could be the Musketeers.
Musketeers.
Yeah.
The Four Horsemen.
In the 15th century. Okay, got it.
I'm just saying.
I know.
I didn't say the next game had to be in the same time frame. There's different. You do know that like the Renaissance festivals are different time zones too, right? So,
Roger.
Anyway, we got a little off track. All right, so the MP for this month. So Octopath Traveler. There you go. That is the best-selling game of July.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know this was a sore spot for Juan, who wanted that game so bad, and then when he got it, he didn't play it at all. So
Too busy with Sea of Thieves.
right,
That's it.
right. How does it?
The road to Pirate
The
Legend.
Road
He's
to
close.
Pirate Legend.
He's close.
Octopath Traveler is the #1 game in July, and but it does make me wonder how July was overall, because if you look at the rest of this list, it's mind-boggling to me. The #2 game of July, 2018, is Grand Theft Auto 5. The game that will not die. Folks.
Not surprised.
It will get bumped off the list once Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out.
There will never be a Grand Theft Auto 6 because of this.
Probably. Not anytime soon.
#2 game of the month. I mean, come on, we always laugh because it's in the top 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the #2 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next to Mario Kart 8 as the #3 game, which is impressive in and of itself. I mean, you got to hand it to Nintendo, man. For all of the stuff about they can't get third-party games, they can't get blah 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 blah. They don't need it. The half of this list is freaking Nintendo games.
Right.
It is.
So we got Mario Kart 8 at #3, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy at 4, and I have to think that is a combination of the Switch and the Xbox versions, and probably more Switch than Xbox, but that's kicking up on #4. Any of you guys have it?
I have it on PlayStation.
How's it aged?
I don't know. I never played the original, so I
Okay.
can't tell.
Fair enough. That's a game that's one that needs to come to Game Pass,
Yes.
so us poor people can play it.
Well, then I can play it on the other platform.
True.
I'm all for it.
There you go. Coming in at #5 is Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. Making a return to the top 10 is Far Cry 5 at #6, and I'm wondering if that's because of that Mars DLC. Or that?
When did that come out, though?
Did it? It
Yeah,
may not.
it just came out recently, and then that zombie content's coming out
That
soon.
is-
Oh, you know what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's another game I'm playing. I forgot to say that. Far Cry is amazing. It's incredible, and it deserves it. I mean, it's a wild story, just crazy wild, and everything you can do. The map editor and the multiplayer as well. Just and it can be pretty darn intense. We all got to try and play that sometime too. Why not? Throw that one on the list.
Throw that one into Game Pass, and I'm all about it. Again, Game Pass.
Not Far Cry.
No, maybe
Not anytime soon.
Not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey is #7. So once they have 1, 2, 3, 4 games already in the top 10 for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Good gravy. That's why Reggie Fils-Aimé is not worried about Call of Duty not being on this.
No.
So coming in #8, your
The
game,
Crew.
The Crew.
Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know, a little surprising. I don't know.
I'm happy to see it.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good game. It is like, it's kind of...
It's better than the first one, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
It's a little different too, because now you have multiple kind of vehicles, like airplanes and helicopters, and
Definitely looks better.
it looks better. Yeah.
All right. So when you get back from the beach, we'll get a full report, right?
Full report.
All right. Coming in at #9, a game that is also I tell you, man, Ubisoft has to be happy. Rainbow Six Siege is still there. And I think I've asked this before. How is Rainbow Six Siege there, but Ghost Recon Wildlands is not? Is it?
I don't know.
I think because of the multiplayer aspect. Of it.
And to look how much more Rainbow Six is marketed from a multiplayer standpoint.
Yeah,
It's multiplayer only.
Yeah.
Well, no, of course, but that's what keeps the games and their longevity. Is mostly is multiplayer, and Rainbow Six. You can see all the esports stuff is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Is it? I'm just being honest because I don't follow the esports scene as much. Every time I turn on TBS and watch their esports, it's either CS:GO or Injustice. So I didn't know that. I didn't realize it was that big in the esports scene.
Enough to keep it going, It's impressive. And Rainbow Six, it gives you more of that old school. They did a really good job, I think, balancing the game out. They've done a lot of improvements.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
And somebody was asking me the other day on Twitter, says, is it too late to get into that game? And I said, no.
No.
Because I do not play that game a lot, but when I jump in and I'm not killing people instead of healing them, I can jump in with the little bit of characters I have unlocked, and I can fit right in sometimes. So, who else has it? You have it, Rick?
That's another one on the list I'd love to get back into. Great game.
Yeah. And you guys?
I have it on Xbox and Steam.
And Chris, you have it?
No, Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
No, I've had people tell me, yeah, you jump in with it. My daughter has it, so I might have to. My oldest daughter.
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to jump in it. So.
There you go. All right. Rounding out the top 10 is the fifth game. The fifth game for the Switch, Mario Tennis Aces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Switch is the number one selling console this month, because you can see it. You can see it dominate. When you dominate software that much, it's got to be because you have sold that many units. So, yeah. So going really quickly, we're just gonna just kind of blast through the back end. So FIFA 18 still holding strong at 11. Lego Incredibles coming in at 12. God of War still holding strong at 13. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
The
The hell is that?
I don't know.
It's fun, man. Dude, Captain Toad, bro. Y'all don't know.
I don't.
It's a fun puzzle platformer.
Switch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one.
All right, 6. Right, and Cognito brings up a good point. You see the asterisk next to the Switch games, because for disclosure, I get these from VentureBeat. If it has an asterisk next to it, it is not counting any digital sales. That is strictly physical sales. So if you think about it, Octopath Traveler outsold, and this isn't by unit; it's also by dollar amount, not unit.
Right.
But Octopath Traveler outsold Grand Theft Auto multiplat. So yes, that is extremely more impressive. So shout out to Lord Cognito for reminding us of that, because that is important.
I'm curious how much digital sales versus physicals are on the Switch.
I don't know. How easy is it to download stuff, to buy games digitally?
Easy,
easy.
but
eShop.
but I don't know how much people do that. I have. I mean, I've downloaded just some free ones, but I've not purchased any digital Switch games.
What do
like cartridges.
Yeah, what do you do when you run out of space? That's, I think, would be the problem.
You can put in a different, what's it called? Little micro SD card in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I prefer physical. For some reason, I prefer physical on the Switch than I do.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I have here like a little set of 4.
Yeah.
They're small enough, so they don't take up a ton of space.
All right. So that's 6 games. All right. So let's keep going. So they have 400 gig micro SD Switch. Wow. Good God. NBA 2K18 still holding strong. Call of Duty World War II, which is expected. Detroit sticking in the top 20. That's pretty impressive. This is another game that I'm going to get on sale, but I still want to play. I still
me too.
So MLB 18 the show, and coming back, something must have caused it, but Minecraft has returned to the top 20. Don't know why. I don't remember any reading.
Maybe kids out for school, and
there you go. But
I have to play something.
A question on what's the double asterisk on Minecraft and
double asterisk means. Hang on, let me go look. I know one. So the thing, one of those two asterisks means that it is physical only, and the other. Let's see. I should have that. Is what I really should have. But hang on, it's not hard to look up. Let's see.
Come on, Lord Cognito. We should have got that answer from him.
I know, man. He's usually quick on the draw. No PC digital sales.
Okay.
So no PC either.
Huh.
So
it could be Nintendo.
it could be. Wouldn't that be funny?
Nintendo. It doesn't surprise me like that. It makes sense to play a lot of indie games on that platform. To me.
Yeah.
Some games just seem to fit better on that.
He said, "I'm not that quick." And then rounding out that top 20 is Destiny 2, which also is not counting PC and digital. So,
yep. There you go. Thanks to the Iron Lords.
Yep.
Playing that Destiny 2.
Shout out to the Iron Lord clan.
I've heard quite a few people who they've been enjoying it lately, more so. So,
well,
it's good to see.
If you got the right people, you can make any game fun.
Yeah.
Rick, Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I know.
So, some of the things that came out of that NPD list too, by the way, Nintendo is they're the top-selling full game software publisher for both July and year to date. The Switch was the only platform showing year-on-year growth in full game dollar sales of nearly 70%. Now, Microsoft for its bit, I believe, was up 50% year over year, something like that. They were 50% year over year. Year to date, it's up more than 60%. And we're going to talk about Xbox at the end a little bit more because, for all the banging on the drum of Microsoft wants to get rid of Xbox, because they want to do things on phone and PC, that all of a sudden they want to drop the Xbox. I have not seen a single thing that warrants that craziness. And if the Xbox One hardware sales are up 60% from year to date, they have no reason to drop the Xbox brand just because people are, just because they give you PC as a choice.
No, yeah.
So,
gaming is healthy and it's growing.
Oh yeah,
day to day for all around.
Yep, and the PS4 is still the best-selling console of 2018. And I tell you what, man, with that Spider-Man, that Spider-Man PS4 Pro bundle. It's going to, I think it's going to blow away everybody next in September.
Yep.
So,
no doubt, it's good marketing.
Yep. Well, they do. I'm sorry, they do their custom bundles right. We'll talk about because we're going to go over Gamescom real quick, and we'll talk about Microsoft's got a bunch of bundles coming out too, but they're not custom made. They're just regular old Xbox Ones.
And for one,
I think Sony does it better. I don't say it's great.
Well, I guess it depends on which,
But they sell.
They do sell.
Coop got
online.
I think Coop got the God of War custom bundle.
That's a beautiful. It's a beautiful console.
people can call out, saying they're ugly stickers, and it doesn't matter. I mean, they get people excited. They look good.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Most of them, and that's what
I
works.
think they look better than what Microsoft came out with.
Well, I've said this for the better part of 5 years. They've come out like at Comic-Con with these custom consoles that you can win, if you raffle. And if they just sold one of them, like they tried to sell a Forza console that looked like the front of a car. That's not what people want. There was this Rare Replay console, and I wish I'm going to look for it real quick because they had it at Comic-Con, like I guess it was 2014, whenever that game came out. I think it was 2014. Here it is. This is an absolutely freaking gorgeous console and controller. Look at this thing. Look at that controller. That is an absolutely gorgeous controller.
Mm-hmm.
This console was not for sale.
Yeah, no.
You couldn't buy it.
Yeah, they do that every year at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
They always have some nice custom looking.
But take the best one you've got and sell it, for crying out loud. Here's the console itself from afar. Let's see. With the pictures of the rare characters on top and the gold.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me that is not an absolutely beautiful console. Like, I would love to have that with the blue and the rare. My God.
I mean, all they got to do is do a limited number of them,
Right. So, the Lord Kibatsu said, I got it. Said the custom Cuphead and Black Panther systems they made. Now, the Black Panther system I can kind of understand because there's a little more to the licensing with that because it's a movie and not necessarily a game. But Cuphead would be a great one. Now, I guess they would have to. I guess that would have to be something that Studio MDHR would have to approve too, because I think they own the Cuphead license, right?
Siberia said the Minecraft S.
The Minecraft
console.
S was a good console. That was
a
very
that one, and the Gears one was good too.
The Gears one, yes, the Gears one with the.
But
and those are the only two. Well, we did get the Forza 6, right? Those are the only three this gen.
Right, but wasn't that the one I was talking about that looked like the car?
Yeah, I mean, but some people liked it because you also get the special effects.
Yeah.
The lighting and the sounds.
Yeah. No, so. I'll grant you the Gears. I'll guarantee the Gears console, because that one was cool and it had the the etching in it.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Right.
So I'll grant you that. That's a fair point.
And like the guys are saying in chat, and I was hoping, because I don't have an X yet, so I was hoping that Forza Horizon 4 was going to get a X custom bundle, and that would have been my go-to for the X for this, But we didn't get that, and I'm disappointed because Forza Horizon has really done well, and it deserves a custom.
Yeah.
So.
No, I totally agree. And so, for just to give you an example, then, so these were the ones that were announced at Gamescom on the Xbox side. So we have this first one, which is the Tomb Raider console. Comes with Tomb Raider. But
it's just a box with a sleeve, a Tomb Raider sleeve.
Right.
And a packing game.
Right. That doesn't I mean, okay.
I mean, this is so cheap to do, for the next bundle, you put in a different, box sleeve and a different game. Done.
Right.
Console stays the same.
Right. I'll give you the next one. Here we go. For your Todd Howard fix. For your God Howard fix. Fallout 76.
And that might be the one I'm going to get, because I want to get Fallout 76, so I might as well get that bundle with it.
Lord Cognito, look at those amazing stickers.
Good shout out to Pope, too. Xbox Pope is amazing.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
They need to commission him, at least.
But
Yes.
certain things might be more expensive to do. Like, Sony does kind of the sticker,
Yeah, but
Well,
that,
Xbox
sticker
might
things,
need to
but at
look-
least
kinda look
it's-
into that.
that
you know?
God of War
it's
one wasn't
something.
a sticker, though, was it?
Well, I mean, it's,
No,
I don't know.
That
if
one has
there's
some
any,
etching.
it did?
Yeah,
That's
on
cool.
the controller and the console.
Okay.
Like, you could feel the grooves in some of the...
But I mean, why didn't they do a Sea of Thieves?
I was-
Because the controller,
Yeah, I
is
know.
awesome.
I was just about to say that.
I mean, it has like the textures and all the stuff in there. I mean, that's cool. So why not a console?
Yeah. Here's the Battlefield 5. I mean, it's just the
Yeah.
console.
Well, that one has a different color, but still, it's
Yeah.
like, to me, it looks like a kind of a poopy.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Right.
Yeah.
So,
No thanks.
and by the way, my lack of responding in a chat room is simply because I'm trying to run the pictures while we're talking. So
We got your back. We'll help you out.
yeah, thank you. But shout out to the Lords, because they're holding it strong for us. Yeah, I mean, Siberia's right, man. Xbox. I've never understood, because they love his designs. I don't understand why they never commissioned him to actually do something for them. He made me I finally got something from him before he retired. For an Orioles, Baltimore Orioles controller, and I finally was able to get for him. But
I think it's cursed, though.
yeah, I know. So these don't blow my skirt up, to be quite
No.
honest.
I mean, why announce them that you have them? Just,
Right.
you could have just done with words like, hey, we got some bundles with packed in game. Done.
Right. I get it. They're third party, but Sony does they've got a ton of third party custom consoles. The
Yeah,
Destiny one.
2.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Destiny 2. I still say two of their best custom consoles were the Batman Arkham console and the Destiny, what was the expansion? The first
Taken
Destiny?
King?
Taken King. The Taken King console was
Yeah, we want to see you
Said
stand up, Mike.
exposed. No, you don't. In true fashion of Kingdom Come Deliverance, I might be wearing a kilt.
Yeah.
Killed, huh? Okay.
I was wondering to see if Rick would say something.
Killed skirt,
I didn't say skirt. I just said never.
No,
mind.
but everyone else is.
Yes, I know. I know. Respect the Scottish, man. Come on. Sobsky says he's known for years. I haven't known you for years, Sobsky. So, all right. So those are, yay, those.
No.
But so was there anything else coming out of the Microsoft Gamescom conference that kind of blew anybody away? Not the conference, the Inside Xbox thing.
Well, the announcement of Hunt Showdown coming to Xbox Preview.
Yeah.
I was surprised with that. Yeah, first one.
So to me, that was a welcome surprise.
Tell me about that game, because I think you and Super Cooper streamed that, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. Long time ago. Let's see. I think you're kind of like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And you kind of have to hunt down creatures. And basically each time you pick up like a clue and the map gets smaller and smaller to find out where the boss monster is. And once you have found that, let me back up a little bit. You play with multiple teams and with a max of 2 per team. So at first you can kind of work together because you kind of have to find the boss monster. But once you found a boss monster and you load up I forgot what I call the artifact, you kind of have to extract it. And at that point, everybody wants to do that. So then you become the hunted. So, and then you have to, and that's basically it. And it's like, it's you get killed, you're out. So it's permadeath.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Actual permadeath. Well, damn.
Looks challenging.
It's challenging.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like a horror kind of look and feel.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting game.
Oh. So I know. We also got news that PUBG was getting ready to come out of game preview as well. Speaking of game preview.
Yeah.
And so I have to go back and try it again. I've had a bunch of people tell me that it is way improved from when we played it last. So I would like to try it again, as we could, the non-Tide Pod PUBG.
Yeah, I do too, and I hear people say that it's better on the X. I played on the S, but I mean I still have fun on the S. So I mean I can't compare it, but that's what I've heard.
It's coming out September 4th is when it's coming out of preview, and I think we all. Do you have it, Rick? You have PUBG?
I do not. It's another game I kind of just let go to the wayside.
If you like some of the shooting action in Wildlands, I think you might like this. It's not quite as strategic as Wildlands, but
a little bit.
Yeah, I guess you're right, because you can hide and stuff and things like that, and you don't have to. What the cool thing is when you're getting shot at, you don't have to build a hotel in the middle of the map to hide in.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I'm not. Fortnite. I've tried that. Not a fan. And I don't know. I don't like Call of Duty. I like the that's why I like tactical games, tactical games like Siege and Wildlands and PUBG. I just haven't really given a chance, to be honest with you.
So the thing about PUBG that gives it some tactical is the fact that there's buildings, there's vehicles, there's places that have some wooden areas, and I know they're actually changing up the maps too a little bit to add some more strategic, or as you say, strategery to the game. So might be something if you get a chance. At some point you have to think that PUBG's going in Game Pass. You have to think that at some point they've sold enough that they could probably give it away.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
Rick, you're
go ahead. No, go ahead, Chris.
Now I was gonna tell him that he's missing out because it's like shopping at Old Navy, as far as the clothing, while you're running around the map. So you're missing out, sir.
Dang! When you put it that way,
that's what the clothing looks like.
Yeah,
that is true. But they've sold a boatload, and Fortnite's mode that everybody plays is still free. So I could see Microsoft throwing this in the Game Pass to get to kind of get that player count back up. So they just haven't announced it yet. They did announce a special controller. So if you have not seen the PUBG controller, which everybody thought was going to be the new Washburn Elite controller.
Yeah.
Which just, I'm just going to say it again because nobody seems to listen. There's no such thing as an insider. All those people who said, oh, yeah, that's what's being announced. No.
Yeah.
No. So, here's the PUBG controller. I'll show it to you. This is what it looks like. Not too bad. It's like the little X on the trigger, on the upper trigger. I don't know if that's actual etching on the side or not on the handle, but you see how it's got a little bit of that scratch out on the D-pad. So, stinking course. I'm not buying any more controllers.
Yeah, I know. I was messing with them the other day.
No, I forgot who it was. Polanco. Tony Polanco said he's got like 12 different controllers of some. I think it's PS4 controllers. And I'm like, those of us who are we play Doctor on Twitter would say you have a problem.
Stinking Corpse has more than that.
Really?
Yes.
Good grief.
We had it. We could a while back. We did like a little collections show, and talk about everything we collect as far as gaming, and he's got quite a bit of collection. Yeah.
All right. Now I'm still on my Project Scorpio controller, and I'm still on my original PS4 controller. So I suck.
Yeah, talk about controllers. My Elite controller kind of died. The left thumbstick kind of concave, kind of fell in. Ooh. And also my shoulder buttons were kind of broken. They were still hanging on by I don't know, pure luck, I think. And I was able to get it under warranty fixed, so I mailed it in, and the new one is on its way.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice.
Nice.
So yeah.
Besides the controller, so the other things that were that you may have forgotten about from that Inside Xbox, the new Sea of Thieves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, how did Lord Cognito's name get on there? I didn't even realize that.
Hey, look at that!
Look at that, Cognito getting all up in Inside Xbox. The tag board, nice. I didn't even. Yeah, I downloaded the picture because I grabbed it from.
Nice.
I grabbed this from the Inside Xbox to put into the Discord room and didn't even notice. Dude, ILP, the Iron Lords are everywhere. They are everywhere.
Nice.
So anyway,
not to toot my own horn, I won the State of K2, the Ultimate Edition on Inside. Because if you go when they're talking about stuff and you go in there and tweet and tag them and they pick your picture, you'll win something. So
that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Sometimes you end up on their feed.
Nice. All right, so this is Forgotten. See, now I covered up the. Hold on. This is Forgotten Sands, I believe, is or Forgotten Shores or Forsaken Shores. Forsaken Shores. So this is a different part of the map, apparently. If we heard that right, and Peter, you're the Sea of Thieves guy, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about it, but it's gonna be cool.
Apparently, it's a place. If I heard him correctly, it's a place. It comes out September 19th, by the way, and it is free, which is awesome. Shout out to Rare for doing what
It's true.
I mean, they're doing it right. They're doing it right. But Forgotten Shores, and you know what? Why don't we just do this the correct way and look it up? That way we're not...
Yeah. And I did watch it a little bit. It's like you visit these islands that have volcanoes on them, and sometimes they go off, and sometimes they don't. There's like these steam that pops up from the ground, and you can use those to kind of jump in the air further. And I guess
rowboats.
Yeah, and rowboats. Yeah, because to get to them because they said the water around those islands is very hot, so you can die.
Yep.
So it's interesting. And so I would imagine it's a challenge to get on those islands and maybe find some treasure. So.
No. But if I remember what I had heard, these are not. This is kind of like. It's kind of like Forza Horizon DLC, where you went to a spot and then you kind of beamed over there.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up now. So I'm looking it up at.
But like I've heard the DLCs have been great because they're fun, especially when you have people together. But the little stories that they put together for them, like the curse cells, it was kind of weak. They tell you go here and they have a little story with it, and it's really not much to it. So they kind of lacking on these little stories. But
there we go. Jack's got it. You have to sail off the edge of the map where the red sea normally is. So,
Okay.
and you bring up a good point, Chris, because you helped me through some of the cursed sales, and if you hadn't, when we were going to finish it, and we just kind of didn't, but I tried, and I was like, no, I don't even know where the hell I'm at and where I'm going. Like I don't know how. I remember we were going someplace, and I said, "How do you know where we're going?" And you just said, "I just know."
Yeah.
I'm like, well,
because I got helped by others, so that's what helps. But the thing is, no one's holding your hand in that game.
No, not at all. Okay, so according to a Sea of Thieves fan wiki, the DLC features a new island called Devil's Roar. The land will periodically erupt and shake due to the volcano centered on it, which you see in the picture. Geysers, flying rocks, and water hot enough to kill pirates in new areas because of the boiling water surrounding the volcanic isles. The update will also introduce rowboats that players can use to safely reach the shore. The update also, this is what I remember now. The update also introduces new merchant missions called cargo runs. I remember that Craig said that there was a call from the fan base for more merchant stuff, and so these are new merchant missions. You'll have to transport cargo from one place to another and do it safely. Broken rum bottles, wet cloth, and dead plants are a sign of a trip gone bad. So that's and you get a new flag. Flying the that's it. Flying the Reaper's March. Remember this? Flying the Reaper's March flag will mark your ship's location on the map and make it visible to everyone.
Right. That would be interesting.
Yeah, who's who's gonna love that? Rick and Anchorman.
Yeah.
So Rick will fly that flag with his, then his flag will be him doing this.
Yeah.
Bring it on. So so Anchor, who has been waiting for some PvP, that's gonna be it.
That's what I love doing, man. PvP.
But what else does it do, though? There's probably a commendation attached to it.
Oh, I'm sure. So
some new outfits, some new gear.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
could be. So, so we talked about the bundles coming out. They showed some new Metro Exodus footage, I think, which is going to be unbelievable. I think you were talking about that, Rick.
Absolutely. Very stoked for that one. You guys ever played the older ones?
No, but I do have them.
Yes, I
will play them before I play the new one.
Yeah, I
haven't finished it yet. I played maybe halfway through one. Maybe I'm close. I don't know.
Playing on the hardest difficulty and then keeping that mask on and just trying to breathe. Oh my god! You feel like you're barely gonna make it. The harder the difficulty, the more that environment plays into the game. Holy cow!
Which one did you like better? Did you like 2033 or did you like Last Light better?
That's a tough one. I think Last Light.
See, I like 2033 better. I thought it was a more. I don't know. The ending of Last Light was really cool, but the ending of 2033 was like a heart punch.
True.
So
which one are you supposed to play first?
2033.
Okay. I hope I started with that one.
It's a great game, and what I like about it is it's corridor. It's total corridor shooter. You've got point A to point B. None of this open world bullshit. You go, you have a mission, and you have. But the gameplay elements of, as Rick was just saying, putting on your mask, and because there's places where you're going to need gas masks and you have to have filters and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy. So,
Yeah, great game.
Yeah. So they showed that. They showed Devil May Cry.
Oh, yeah. Looks pretty sweet, too.
Yep. Or as I called it, Scalebound.
Scalebound.
The main character, that character looks like what they were trying to go for on Scalebound.
Yeah, agreed.
So, yeah.
Sable was a new game that they showed.
That looks cool. I like the art style on that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure what kind of game that was. Did you what were you able to glean from that, Chris? Because I really wasn't
sure. Kind
of
exploration. It looks like procedurally generated. So, kind of remind me a little bit of No Man's Sky in a way, but just a different art style. And, just interacting with the environment. So, other than that, I don't know too much, but that's what I got from it. Yeah.
Trying to look it up. From Shedworks. Here we go. I don't know who Shedworks is, but adventure game Sable. Okay, so yeah, it looks like it was announced at E3.
Yes.
And I honestly don't remember it, but I saw it. But it looked really cool it looked really cool when we saw on Inside Xbox. So, and that's Xbox and PC, by the way. Let's see, what else did they do? Halo, they showed Halo Arcade. Of course, again, Master Chief Collection comes to Game Pass September 1. And apparently, and I don't know how many people heard this, but multiplayer Halo 3 in 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Love it. Halo 3 is my favorite out of all of them. I actually got pretty good at Halo 3 multiplayer, so bring it on, baby. Let's do it.
I'll rerun any of the co-op with anybody.
Yeah.
So, they did show off, and I did download it. There's a new Xbox Game Pass mobile app.
It's very cool. Downloaded it myself.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, from what you could do on it, you can you could download the games to your console, and so you get to see whatever is on here, and then you can, Fallout 4, for example, and it will show you the game, and then you can say install on home Xbox, and then once you add it to your games, it shows up in a little games. It's not really games list that it shows up on, and so there's a whole thing to it. Now, some people are claiming that this is going to be able to play games. No, it's not. It's simply for you to be able to look and to download. So,
but it could be kind of a start to, later on that the Game Pass app will, be streaming games at some point.
True.
They could be testing that just to get it on people's mobile and tablets. Whatever.
True.
That's a start.
Very true. And then let's see, what else did they show? They did show State of Decay 2 DLC.
Yep.
And that's...
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. It's kind of like a horde mode in a way. There was a faction in the game called Red Talon, and they're pretty hardcore, kind of like, special forces. So you get to have one of those characters, and you're loaded. You got the best gear and everything. So, they put you in a new city, and you kind of get the little bit of horde mode. If you can last so many waves, and also you get points that you can carry over to your communities. So, it looks interesting. I'll be jumping on that.
And didn't you say you won the Ultimate Edition?
Yeah, I won that on Inside.
So you're gonna get that.
Pretty cool.
Yes. Yep.
So so that's getting released in September 12th. And I think before that they're going to release a 2.0 update, which is going to have a bunch of stuff, no, that's live actually. The State of Decay 2.0 is out, so September 10th or 12th is when they're going to release the DLC.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Rick?
I was just saying, cool. Rock on.
It's another game that I played once and never went back to it. Not for any other reason that nobody else wanted to play it anymore.
Well, it's too much micromanaging.
Yeah. And
See, I like that stuff.
Yeah,
I put a lot of.
I like it too, but quite often it's like at night you're tired and it's like you just want to either shoot up some stuff or like just
Sail.
relax a little bit, like sail. It's like
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get it. It's not for everybody. But
that other game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like grinding in games. I like just I don't know. And then, but again, like Sea of Thieves, I put a lot of time in Kingdom Come Deliverance, and then Sea of Thieves came out, and then State of K2, and then Coop got me No Man's Sky, and I've been putting a lot of time in that too. So it's
Does playing Neo count as grinding?
Oh yeah, what I was watching, I was grinding my teeth just watching it. Yeah.
I really like Neo, man. That was a good one.
Yeah. It's a good game. DayZ preview comes into game preview next week, the 29th.
Oh, yeah.
So that came out of nowhere too, because if you guys remember, they talked about that. I think that was on Sony's stage a couple years ago. Yeah. Everybody thought that it was going to come out on the Xbox, and then all of a sudden nobody talked about it, and then they showed up on Sony's stage, and now it's coming into game preview for Xbox.
Yeah.
So
now, and the guy that
don't even try now. You sat and watched me play Breakout or Breakdown. You sat on that 5-hour breakdown stream, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So, go ahead, Chris.
No, I was gonna say that game, because the guy that did PUBG, he worked on that, right? DayZ, and you can see the resemblance. When I saw the trailer, it kind of reminded me of PUBG.
Anybody interested in it?
No.
Depends how much.
Yeah.
True. All right. They showed.
Probably going to be 30, and then I'm out.
Yeah. They showed Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which looks good.
Mm.
And then there was the surprise. The surprise of the show, Supermassive, showing up.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that at all. For those who know Supermassive, they did, of course, Until Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're working on a new series, a new trilogy, and it's starting off. It's a horror trilogy, right? It's a 3-game set. The Dark Pictures is what it's called. And they're starting off with one called Man of Medan, or I thought it's a Man of Medan. And it's coming out 2019 for PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So
yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So I didn't see that coming.
No, I don't think anybody did. And Until Dawn was really good from the folks that I know who played it. So, hey, welcome in. Shout out Too Much Food. Yeah. So, I like the VR shooting game. It was fun. So, and then that was pretty much it. Oh, I think they did show a little bit of Forza Horizon 4.
Oh yeah.
No, but
it's going to be hot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey guys, what's with the what is it? This Xbox Pass or something that's rumored or whatever, where they bundle a console into it.
All right, let's talk about it then. Good segue.
That's been a big subject on Twitter too.
Oh yeah.
Nice segue, Rick.
I'm still here. I look dead, but I'm still here.
He said, let's get past this Gamescom crap. Let's start.
Let's talk about something else. So this is a rumor that has been floating around, and just for the sake of the fact that there's no official picture of it yet, I'm just going to grab just a generic Game Pass picture because that is part of this thing. So, this is the beauty of being able to pull pictures on the fly. So, the rumor is that, much like, to me, a cell phone subscription, they're coming up with two bundled subscriptions. I think one for $25 and one for $35. Am I correct?
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
So for $25, you get an Xbox One S, you get Xbox Live Gold, and you get Xbox Game Pass. For $35 a month, you get an Xbox One X, Xbox Live, and Xbox Game Pass. There has been much discussion of this on social media.
Yeah, and both of them are a commitment for 24 months.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Good. If you guys, by all means, I mean, I've only seen what I've seen on Twitter the last couple days. By all means, please, someone take over.
I mean, you're talking about it even comes with the console, am I right? That's obviously.
Correct. Uh-huh.
Well, I don't think it's a bad deal if you can't afford it up front.
Yes.
Right,
You
yeah,
get
exactly.
all this stuff. I actually think it's a really good deal. It's very smart marketing. We have to understand.
And it's, right, and I mean, when you calculate it, I mean, granted, everything is, MSRP, right? So you have your hardware, and then, your Xbox Live Gold, you pay $60 a year then, and for Game Pass, $120 a year. So when you add it all up, basically, and you pay your 25 or 35, you kind of sit just underneath that price if you buy everything separate for MSRP.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really saving big as far as the console. Like,
no.
If you had the money to buy the console, you probably save a little bit of money, but
right, because you can get the subscriptions for on sale. But I mean, if you don't have the money and you can afford $25 or $35 a month,
It's options, guys, and sales.
Then this is a way to.
And I get where these guys are coming from. I'm watching the chat with guys in sales, and I've done sales for so many years. The more options, the more money a company's going to make, and it's going to be better. Like, again, you can't think one-track minded. You have people that are still haven't got an Xbox.
Yeah.
Right. This is a way to get people into that. It's just another option, and it's a good one. Not for me, but for some others, sure.
I don't know how.
I don't agree with Niall. He says he rather pays up front because it's a way of making the poor poorer. But I mean,
how?
I don't know what the difference is between this or somebody puts it on a credit card, and,
right.
and it takes 5 years to pay off that thing.
Right.
Or you got rental places that are charging more.
Right.
At least with this, you don't pay interest or anything. So you know.
And who walks into the Verizon store and says, "Hey, I'll take the subscription and let me just throw down $8.99 for this Note 8, Note 9"?
No way.
Nobody does.
No way.
Nobody does.
Not many people do it.
Not many people do. If you have the money, then fine. But there are people that walk in and they get their phone with their thing. I remember at the beginning of the generation when we thought that Comcast was going to be the one to do this, and they were going to subsidize the Xbox One, and you were going to get an Xbox if you signed up for Comcast services. So this is not a new thing, number one. And number two, it's what everybody else has said. Options. And food. If you have bought your last 3 phones outright, more power to you.
And then if he has the money, that's him. But not everybody does.
I have a wife and 3 kids. Let me tell you, if a subscription like this is how I can get my next console, with the lack of disposable income that I have, that's why do you think I am so for things like Xbox Game Pass and and EA Access? And if Sony did something a little different than PlayStation Now, where I tell you right now, if Sony took PlayStation Now and turned it into a download service like Xbox Game Pass and made it more competitively priced, because I get my Game Pass with Bing rewards, I would in a heartbeat subscribe to a PS4 type service like this. So I don't. This is built for people like me, who, by the way, still a gamer. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can afford $35 a month, but that's about it. You don't have your cash up front.
Yeah, because something like this, like when I was on a budget when I got laid off, and I couldn't afford to go get an X when it came out. So, so if I was able to put $35 in my budget a month, I could have got me an X. And it's just like the phones. Like I too much food. I can't agree with them. Because not everybody has money to just go pop. To me, it does not make sense to go pay $1,200, $800 for the latest phone, right? Because I have T-Mobile, so I go over there and I get the latest phone, and I trade in my old phone. So then you get a discount on the phone, and I have the warranty. So I can have it for like a year, and then go trade it in. I'm not paying the full price of that phone either when I go trade it in on the next latest greatest. So it doesn't make sense. So if Xbox has this deal and they have some kind of trade-in, maybe after 2 years you come trade it in and you kind of get a discount on the next iteration, it looks great to me. But I don't know if you guys remember, and I saw a deal. Wasn't there something similar like this on the 360 at one point? It wasn't a big deal. But
I read something on Twitter, but I don't know. I can't recall.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
But also, at the end of your 24 months, you own that console. It's not like, you lease it and after that term, you have to hand it back in or buy it out. So after 24 months, that console is yours.
Yeah.
And I like too much food. I understand, but that we don't know everything that's with this deal. So,
Right. And it also looks like you're drunk. No, I mean, I don't understand. Like, if you don't want to, it's like the people who complain about Xbox Game Pass, then don't subscribe to it.
Yeah.
Game
doesn't
Pass
make sense for someone who's had all those games and played them.
And apparently, it's pretty successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because Microsoft has talked about not long ago. It might have been in the last day or two. Part of the reason that they're looking at acquiring more mid-level studios is for Game Pass, is to get more games into Game Pass, because they're seeing Game Pass has been so interesting because I don't think I've seen this out of EA Access. And EA Access has always talked about subscription numbers. Like, they're happy with their subscription numbers. But I have heard Microsoft say recently that they have seen game sales increase because of Game Pass. Like,
people have Game Pass, buy more games, play more games, download more games.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm looking it up now.
KK2 was the top-selling game, NPD.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody thought that, and Sea of Thieves sold well too.
Right.
It's not hurting the sales.
No.
Sea of Thieves has 5 million players.
And we'll see about the third party, like the Fallout and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
They have a good relationship with Bethesda.
Right.
Yep. So,
and if those games are doing well, then it's like, hey, maybe we put the Fallout 76 on it after 2 months.
Well,
Ubisoft and put a Division in there.
Yeah.
Here's the article from Variety, and we won't dwell on it too long, but I want to give you some stats real quick. Game Pass members spent 20% more time playing games and played 40% more games, Microsoft says. And they saw a 40% increase in how many games a subscriber plays, and that wasn't just for Game Pass titles, but all titles on the system. And what they find is that a franchise with multiple entries would see a significant increase in the purchase. And I'll tell you, a game that's going to benefit from this is Hitman 2, because they put Hitman Season 1 in Game Pass, which I haven't played yet. And I guarantee you...
I haven't played yet. And now
I'm going to say,
Pass,
wait.
I have another.
I have.
And I know you liked it.
I did. It looks good, and definitely, when I can afford it, I'm gonna buy the game, the season.
Yeah, I mean, think about that. People are gonna play season 1 in Game Pass, and then when season 2 comes out, they're gonna, because remember too, there's some cross between the two. Like all of the season 2 stuff is also going to kind of make its way into season 1. So some of the enhancements. So you're going to get all this stuff, and people. I think
you have it reversed.
No. I heard them say some of the enhancements were going to come to season 1, but the content will be in season 2. Like all the season 1 content will be in season 2, but some of the enhanced gameplay and modes are going to come to season 1.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So, people are going to buy season 2 based on the fact that if you didn't get a chance to play it and you got it in Game Pass, I mean, think about that. That's incredible.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to give you one more. 505 Games, who, by the way, is taking over all development and stuff for Laser League. Laser League was a game that launched in Game Pass day and date, and they have seen a success level with that. Even though it was in Game Pass, they saw higher gameplay because people tried it out. And then if they had a friend who had a PlayStation, they convinced them to go get it on PlayStation. So I mean, stuff like this even traverses the consoles. So, all right, go ahead, Chris. That's all I wanted to.
Now we're gonna say that. Again, when I was unemployed, Game Pass really, helped me out. It was affordable to me, and I was able to get the new games that came out. And plus, I've played other games that I probably normally wouldn't have bought, and they're there, and it's easy. It's convenient. You can download them, play them, and before they take them out, I would like to. Hopefully, if they give us a warning ahead of time, like if some of these games are going to leave. To where you can go and buy them before they do. But yeah, just overall, like like we were talking about the bundles. If they do, monthly subscriptions, we can get the console, Game Pass, and Xbox Live, like that. I think also too, what Xbox is looking at is to bring engagement to Xbox Live, because engagement is what helps sell. Sell software, and that's what makes more money. You see it on Sony has talked about the PSN, that they've made a lot of money when people are engaged online. So it makes sense.
They make money on services.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like to Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come's going to make more money on its DLC, right?
Sure.
Well, but I mean, it's a DLC as a service to an extent. You've got the base game.
Yep.
DLC makes it sort of kind of a kind of game. It turns it into a game as a service, and the reason you make that DLC is to make a little more money off the game, right?
Well, of course. So this definitely business is what they do, and hopefully it's good content enough to back up why you pay for it. Sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And with the Game Pass, we also have to understand that you're bringing people out of the woodworks. I mean, my brother came out of the woodworks to play Sea of Thieves. In fact, he hadn't been on the Xbox so long. I think he said he got the Game Pass and then bought Sea of Thieves by accident. Didn't even realize it. But I don't know. I don't know how you even do that because anyway.
Well, because you can buy it at a discount on the off chance that it goes out of the Game Pass.
But yeah, it's really good. Microsoft actually, in my opinion, if Microsoft keeps doing what they're doing, give it about a year and they'll be close to the numbers of PS4, I think, in a year's time, or PlayStation. I really do. Give them about a year.
Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. Look, they're getting better, they're getting stronger, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. PS4's got that 80 million console thing going right now. I mean,
and Spider-Man coming too.
And
actually know where Xbox consoles are at? Because we're not getting any latest updates on those.
We're not.
all we hear is that the numbers are up year over year.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're still selling.
Microsoft is happy, and Sony's even happier because.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, both are like extremely healthy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is what we should be celebrating. Which is what we should always be celebrating. Is that the game industry is healthy.
That's all that matters.
It really
quick
is.
question to Rick. I don't know if you could say, but could you see Kingdom Come Deliverance and Game Pass one day?
I mean, we're always open to everything. We talk to everybody. You know what I mean? I've actually, when I was in E3, I talked to the guys who run Game Pass. Really cool guys, very humble. Yeah. And but you know, at the moment, we have so much going on that, you know, like I said, we talk to everybody. But you know, I'm not too certain about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because here's another thing with Game Pass. You know, you put a game in Game Pass, just a base game, and then you know you have the DLC, and it's like, hey, people want to now play the DLC.
Money on the DLC,
right?
Yep.
And I still think, maybe I'm wrong, but I think on DLC they make more money for, you know, like a base game is $60, which is like in comparison to the DLC, like a bargain. Because you have like a lot of hours you can play that game, and for far less hours, but relatively more expensive per hour, you have DLC. So if you pump out more DLC, you make more money with less effort.
I mean, you look at what's happened since DLC's come out. There's millions and millions and billions. DLC is a very. I mean, at first when it came out, DLC wasn't even the first. You know, I'm thinking all the way back to when did DLC really start hitting? I mean, the early stages of the 360. Would you say?
I'd say more, yeah.
You know. Yeah. And people were complaining about it, and now it's like if you don't have DLC, people get ticked off. You know, it's just a standard thing, and it has helped a lot. I don't, you know, and it's going to keep coming, and as long as we keep paying, and people are paying.
Yeah,
people are paying.
Yeah.
So my point was saying all this stuff is that this whole subscription thing, if Microsoft does it, it's gonna. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a very profitable thing for them.
Yeah.
I want you to see this. This was from August 2nd. DLC and microtransactions make up 62% of Take-Two's first quarter revenues. 62%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that. That is GTA Online, GTA 5, all the bling and stuff that you can buy in NBA 2K18.
Right.
I mean, they 62%.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's crazy. That is a crazy number.
That is.
And the DLC is making more than the base game itself.
Well, yeah, because the base game is $60
right.
For a lot of like hundreds of hours, $60. So you have your DLC, which is 10, 15 hours maybe for $20. I don't know, pull a number out of my head, but
no, DLC is great.
It's like you make a
So
it keeps these studios relevant. Keeps the money flowing, helps them. You want these guys to stay employed.
Right.
So if they give us good content, that's a lot of work, and bring us some good DLC, keep the games, they have longer legs. Doesn't matter if they're single player or multiplayer.
I mean, look at GTA 5. Like, every month there's new something.
Pretty much. Yep.
And keeping people going with it.
Yeah.
Making it the number 2 game of July.
Number 2. It's like...
Yeah. It was
keeps
actually...
Rick employed.
Yeah. It was actually the number 1 selling game on the Xbox One and PS4 in July. It just so happened that Octopath Traveler beat it both. Well,
it's also like GTA 5 is an older game, so you buy it for $30 versus $60 for Octopath.
This is very true.
Since it's dollar-based, so...
That's a very good point. Very good point.
But still, I mean, it's, nevertheless...
I'm telling you, a lot of teens became of age in July.
I guess
so. They were now allowed to play GTA 5.
Right. So. And their vacations, there's summer vacations, summer break, so they have time to play it.
So
maybe they have little summer jobs, so now they put that $30 to
Yep.
yeah,
good use.
yeah. So, so I don't remember if there was any other big. There really wasn't. I mean, did anybody hear anything other big stuff out of Gamescom? I really did not.
Yeah. Well, on the Xbox side, you mean?
On any
Or just in
side,
general?
just in general.
What about the NVIDIA new cards?
Oh yes,
And then the demos that they did for like
ray
Shadow
tracing.
Simulator.
Yeah,
ray
with the
tracing
tracing.
with Battlefield 5.
Good, and they did it with Metro too.
Yeah, I did not see that. I've heard about the Tomb Raider one, but Tomb Raider wasn't ready yet, so it kind of was a bust.
Yeah, here
That's
I'll.
what I heard. Yeah.
I
But
got
Battlefield 5 is super hot.
Yeah. What's the name from IGN? He wasn't impressed.
Oh, Destin?
Yeah, Destin with the Tomb Raider, the way it
Yeah.
showed on.
Yeah, I think,
Look at that
Premier
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that card.
You have two of them.
Yeah, that was insane.
It's insane.
It is absolutely crazy.
They're like 1,100 for art.
Right? $11.99.
$11.99.
The Founders Edition.
Yeah.
You get it at Best Buy with free shipping.
Maybe they offered a monthly fee and I can afford it.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. 24 months.
Right.
Pay only.
And one thing that was showed big they didn't show at E3 was Shenmue 3. There was a trailer.
Oh
Gamescom.
yeah,
Sapsky was
all
really
over
stoked
it.
about that.
And of
Yes.
course, Shenmue 1 and 2, the something, whatever you want to call it, is out. It's
Yeah.
not really a remaster, and it's not really a port. It's kind of a hybrid. That's one that I am going to be buying this week. I have Shenmue 2 on the Xbox. It would be nice for Microsoft and Sega to maybe, I don't know, backward compatibility for me.
How about put it just in Game Pass and get it over with?
Ooh. So, hey, thank you, Food. I appreciate it. This is, you know what's great, and I don't want to keep you guys too much longer because it's getting late. And Rick, I appreciate you staying past 11. I appreciate your wife letting you stay past
Past his
11.
bedtime.
So, well, he asked me, and everybody goes, "There's not
Yeah.
going to be a 4-hour show now, is it?" No. So, I do want to. Look, I'm going to say this every time. We need Sony to make some news so that we can talk about them. Like, it's nice to go through the NPD numbers because we get to talk about some Sony games. I like streaming them, but there really wasn't much in the way of news from Sony. Neither of the big companies had a press conference. Microsoft had their little inside Xbox thing. Sony didn't have anything. They just had some games on the show floor. So
When is the next Sony
Paris.
show? Something Paris, right?
Paris Game Show.
Yeah.
Well, they'll also do stuff at TGS. They'll
The
Tokyo Game Show.
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that would be nice.
Paris Games Week this year is October 26th through 30th. So we'll get some things.
That's
Yeah.
Red Dead season.
Yes, we'll get some
Yeah.
announcements there. And of course, they have their PSX. So we're going to cover PSX. And if they have a live conference, which they usually do, we'll be here to live stream and react. But it's hard because I always feel like today we talked a lot about Nintendo and we talked a lot about Microsoft, and there just wasn't a lot of PlayStation news this month.
Yeah.
So,
But the big thing for them is that Spider-Man's coming out soon.
yes,
That's-
yeah, and I promise that we will have Spider-Man streams on the Twitch channel, and we'll be talking about it. And this will be great because between Strange Brigade, Spider-Man, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, we are going to have some great stuff to talk about in upcoming shows in September.
Yes.
So I am looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to talking about Spider-Man when it's actually out and I've had my hands on it. So, but yeah, I mean, I simply just did a search while we're talking for Gamescom 2018 PlayStation, and I'm not kidding. Nothing really comes up.
Yeah.
No.
So
Well, they've never really been much of a presence there the past couple of years.
they have not.
And Gamescom is not really. It's not an E3. It's
No.
more on the show. It's more, So it's not about conferences. So.
No, but I just you know me. I like
Yeah.
I want balance.
No, I
and
agree.
one of the
Yeah.
reasons that I'm really glad you're here, Fast, is because you provide some more balance with us. You're a multi-platform owner, just like we are. Rick,
Well, I used
you're a
to be.
multi-plat.
Well,
Wait, you don't have your...
No, I mean that's the sad thing about getting unemployed. Sometimes you got to make some cuts. So I sold my PS4, my Switch. I still kind of have a Switch because my oldest has one. So when she comes over, I play that still. But trust me, when I can afford it again, I will be getting a Pro. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, I can no fault there, man. So and life comes before all.
Yep.
So and congrats on getting yourself back into the.
Yeah. Now I'm super excited. I'm back to where I used to, because I've been in aviation over 20 years.
Oh,
And
nice.
so I'm back to what I used to do before. I'm a quality inspector. So I'm happy. I'm making good money, and it looks good. It looks like I'll be
That
there
is
for another 20 years.
Fantastic.
So I can afford gaming again.
Awesome. And your Friday nights are free,
Yes.
as long as your
Yeah.
wife lets you.
Yes.
So, all right. So let's do this. Let's get to the last thing real quick, and I know it'll be quick because I know it was hard to come up with anything. As you and I were talking yesterday, but you did take the time. Compulsion Games way back in the day gave us a copy of We Happy Few, and Peter's been playing it here and there as it's come through its paces, and finally the full version came out, and he had a chance to play it, and just as brief as you want, I'm gonna play the video, but
Yeah. So so it finally got good. The came out of preview. So I started from the beginning again. So streamed it. So some people have never seen it. So we had that rat scene again. And people like, ooh, that's kind of funny to hear people's reaction. So yeah, the game. I mean, it's the basic of the game is the same as it was kind of like all the way through so far. There's a little bit more story behind it, or at least so basically you try to kind of escape this right now it's like you unlock perks and stuff. So you get, you have your perk tree, and one of the perks that I was a stealth kill. So I've been doing that a lot. little cheesy. So I keep killing people, sneaking around. What I've read is that there are two modes of running it. Either like you don't have to worry about resources, or you have to use resources. Like you have to eat, you have to drink, and all that stuff. I never got that option, so I'm running around being thirsty, being hungry. So I have to find all that stuff.
It's not as bad as what it used to be, right? From what I understand.
Yeah, it's not as bad. It used to be like it's like you'd be constantly hunting for resources, and here it's like it's not too bad. So yeah, I mean it's a fun game. Looks good. It's I don't know. Right now the whole story is like I'm not too invested in the whole story. I'm just going from objective to objective and trying to get past.
But what's the premise? I mean, because I have no idea even what the game is about.
You kind of have to escape from the island, I believe.
So you're stuck in this.
So you're stuck, and basically it's excuse me. There are some other characters in the game, some NPCs where you have to do certain tasks for, like they're needy and need, I found like a general, some kind of general guy, and he wants to have his medals back, and if you return his medals, you he'll give you stuff, and that stuff is needed in order for you to get across a bridge. And then you basically get to another set of part of the world.
This is so.
Yeah, here's the scene.
Oh, this is so very Clockwork Orange.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what sold a lot of people when they saw this trailer.
Right.
At E3 years ago. But they worked a lot. They worked a lot to get this game to where it's at now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now they're owned by Microsoft.
Yep.
No. I would expect We Happy Few to make its way into. Well, maybe not, because this game was not. This game was published by Gearbox.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if there was any deal in place for this game or not previous. I mean, obviously it's out for the PS4 as well, but I don't know if Microsoft has a deal in place to put this in Game Pass after so long. So, but let me
also on the PlayStation, you also have some VR components,
yes.
A separate component. I have not tried it out, but
that makes sense for this game.
Did you buy it on PS4?
No, but I think the PSVR piece is free.
Oh,
really?
I might be taking the PSVR off the back shelf there. The wall.
Mine is in a box. It's always kind of a hassle to,
I bring it down every once in a while.
I haven't picked it up lately.
I still enjoy it. I still enjoy some of the experiences. It's just
Oh yeah, I mean I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay, yeah.
It's just it's what I said earlier is I game typically at night. So at night you're tired and you just wanna
You just wanna sail the seven seas.
Just relax a little bit, and you don't wanna get in a box, hook that thing up, and get that going.
Yep, Compulsion Games has released a free PSVR only side story, Uncle Jack Live, that turns you into a guest producer for its namesake broadcaster and propagandist. You're supposed to pick the right news stories for Jack as he encourages people to keep taking the mind-altering joy drug, all the while fighting an outbreak of downers at the broadcast center.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do... All right. I will check that out and give us a report next show.
Sounds good.
So,
shout out to Invader. He was playing this game. He was streaming it, so I'll watch a little bit of his streams. Also, so it's an interesting game. So I do have it. I need to jump back on it to check it out. So
yeah,
or another one up on the list.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
There you go. I think what Project Jeff might have hit the nail on the head for me. Clockwork Orange meets BioShock. So I could see that.
At least the lockpicking is so much easier here than in Kingdom Come.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
And down here, there's nothing to it. You just have to get, the metal, and then you craft the lock pins, and it just takes, when you lockpick, it just takes time, but there's no skill.
Nice.
There you go.
Right here, I'm crafting lockpicks.
All right, Corpse says the PSVR game is good. So, you know what?
Yeah.
My wife is taking all 3 kids to the beach this week. I will have plenty of time, and maybe I will be busting out the VR headset to give it a try.
Yeah, you should.
The only thing I can't do, I have to work.
Oh, yeah.
And I had the house to myself for a week.
There you go.
Just saying.
Just saying.
Wow.
Just saying. So party at my house.
Yeah, we'll be there.
So I'll have some time to pull out. The only thing I cannot do because of the way this is set up, I don't know why, but I cannot stream VR. It won't stream the main part. I have to.
It doesn't. I'm
No,
able to. I've streamed PSVR before.
For some reason, the way it's set up, I'd have to put the Elgato in a different place.
Okay.
So.
Hey, do you want to fast forward a little bit so
Yeah.
you can see a little bit past the?
Yeah. How far do you want me to go?
Just go halfway.
Okay.
You won't get past that door.
All right. So this is one of the NPC characters. I think this is the general, and he wants his medals because then you get a piece to open up the gate to go to the next world.
Yeah. No. I'll trade you one. So you want to go back home?
And basically,
Those bastards.
the medals are kind of in a
When they all catch
kind of a
the
bandit
die.
camp. So you kind of have to sneak in and multiple ways to do it. And I got caught and I ended up in a fighting ring.
Bastards in
I had to fight a little bit.
Ah.
And then finally I was able to escape.
They took something from me. You get them back for me. I'll give you my card.
And I like certain herbs or certain plants you can find. And with that you
Course it's bloody dangerous.
can either eat the berries or you can create medication for your wounds.
Alchemy.
We'll trade. All right. The medals from the war.
I like the British humor in this
DSO
game
at
also.
Dunkirk, and the Victoria Cross at Ramsgate. Those bastards.
Ah.
They thought it was
those
funny that I
bastards.
still had 'em. Fucking funny they thought it was.
Oh, hey, watch your mouth, man.
Power
Yeah.
to fire this thing.
You rated this stream, right? I mean this the show.
Yeah.
That's cheery.
Alright, that's that's where we have to fight.
Oh, it's Fight Club.
That's kind of Fight Club, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a couple of
If you're all right with it, Peter, I can put this up on the channel and people can watch it all the way through.
There you go.
So I'll put it up on the Twitch channel, upload it, and then you guys, everybody can kind of see the whole thing.
Oh,
Damn.
Zaya.
Ooh,
Hey.
get him! Come on, stab him in the throat. Take out an eye.
Yeah.
He's scraggly.
He has a pipe and I only have a stick.
I like the look on his face too.
Try shoving him. He'll drop his guard.
Ugh. Come on, stab it in the leg.
He doesn't need those kidneys.
That's he. Take out his knee. It drops like a stone.
Yeah.
Damn, vicious nature. kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Man. Do not want to have him in a cane in a dark alley.
No, let's not do that. So you fight this one, and then you have some more, a couple more ways with two ladies that you have to fight.
Oh damn! You got the crazy women you have to fight off.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, you took it. Oh,
that was my stick.
fisticuffs.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he slaps. You
Yeah.
see him? He's trying to say, "Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you might be." Oh. Who throws a shoe? Honestly.
Alright, there he is. He's down. And I
You
thought,
broke
oh,
his-
let's search.
broke
him.
his
And
legs
guess what?
on top
Yeah,
of
there's
that.
nothing. Yeah. Doesn't look too good.
No, he doesn't.
Ice it up, shall we, eh? How about we let the birds have a chance? If you lost your bet on Defoe, now's your chance to have a double or quits.
Oh my.
There they are.
Oh. Oh, it's the B-52s.
Yeah.
Rock lobster.
Oh.
Damn. Oh, good grief.
I don't know if I actually went down. I don't know.
Bang, bang, bang on the door, baby. Oh. Hint, you're dying.
You need to heal.
Hint,
Alright.
they are kicking your ass.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, you got
one
one
down.
of them. Oh,
So yeah, search. Guess what? Nothing.
nothing. Nice, you got her.
Alright.
You know, if she wasn't wearing those sunglasses.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Nice.
Nothing.
All right. Well, that's We Happy Few, and we're gonna we'll put this up on the.
Nice work, Peter.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll put. I don't know where I know I saw it. There we go. We'll put this up on the channel, and let people see it. And of course, go check out Peter's Mixer channel, which is mixer.com/ It's just
HDK360.
so because he does stuff over there, and it's good stuff. So this is where we got it from. So all right, gentlemen, holy cow! I promised myself I wouldn't go 2 hours, but here we are. This was a phenomenal show, boys.
Sure was.
So,
Yeah, a lot to talk about. Good stuff.
And Rick.
Chat was good.
Yes, the chat was smoking. You guys, oh my gosh. I'm so thrilled. Chat room was great. I want to thank everyone who showed up. The Iron Lords, always a pleasure to have them in. Jeff, Coop, who's going to be on next week, by the way, because Peter's on vacation. So Peter's at the beach. Coop's coming in. It's gonna be. Hang on, I got it. FC.
The FC.
The FC. So, Kibatsu, thank you so much. Cognito, thank you so much, my lord friend. Siberia, glad to see you in the chat room again. I hope you'll come and visit us some more. Corpse, and oh my God, Sobsky.
One Eye.
Siberia.
Yeah, One Eye. Jeff.
Too much food.
Yeah, our boy Food, who I know he was working Friday night, so I know that's why he came in late. And whoever, Niall,
Our friend
Niall, of course.
Yeah.
Niall, our little
Jeremy. I don't never know how to
yep.
pronounce his game tag, so or it's
or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got it.
Was that it, Merkizil?
I think.
So, yeah,
One
thank
Eye.
you guys so much. So, and Rick, always, man, always a pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again.
So, you're you do what we ask, which is you hit me up and say, "Hey, got room?" I mean, that's what open invitation means, man. Anytime you want to be on, you just hit me up, or hit up Peter or hit up Chris and just say, "Hey, you got a spot open? We'll make a spot for you."
I know. I appreciate it, guys. It's always fun. Always fun to talk about anything gaming related,
Yeah. So, and we should have time. I'll jump on and play a little bit with some people. So Fastback, our new brother.
Yeah, this
Welcome.
was great. Yeah. No, you guys are family, so it's it's comfortable here, and
Yeah,
I
great.
just enjoy talking games and enjoying this passion that we
is-
all love. So
It's a great fit, and me personally, I was ecstatic when you said you were able to join, and I'm looking forward to many episodes of great gaming talk with the three of us, and we're gonna rotate in guests because I always what I like about us. People want to come see us. People want to come talk to us. We are a Tick affiliate. There are a lot of folks that are in Tick itself that are like, "Hey man, when can I come back on? Hey man, when can we come back on?" I know Nick Undead wants to come back on. I was just talking to Eric Jackson. We're gonna have EJack on. Ivan, who is a great friend of ours. He wants to come back on, but I have to invite him. I have to ask him. Next week Coop is coming on, and we definitely, my lords, Cognito, Shibatsu, we got to get the Iron Lords on. So we got to make that happen. And of course, like I said, Rick, anytime, man, anytime.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Seriously.
All right, I started the show, Peter.
Well, everybody, thanks for watching. That was great. We'll be back next week Friday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So it's awesome. Thanks for watching. Till next week, game on.
Yes, sir.